Hey everyone, okay, so today I'm going to be doing a review of Revlon Colorstay. Now I know a lot of you have been asking for this review. So many years ago, in my very early 20s, Revlon Colorstay was a product that I was using. Actually, the product I used the most was by Ultima 2, and the foundations got discontinued, and I found them in a store that was selling them for about £1 a bottle, and I had no money at the time, and I used those, and they were incredibly similar to the Revlon Colorstay, so you know, I have very fond memories of it. So I'm going to be doing the review and doing an application so you can see what it looks like. The formula has actually altered slightly as we've gone on, as time has progressed, and it's actually better than it used to be. It doesn't come with a pump, which is very disappointing. This foundation costs £12.25 here in the UK. I'm going to be using a paddle brush by, Makeup foundation brush by Billy B. This is number 2. So I'm just going to apply it to the face, and I'm using light, what am I using? Beige Natural. Now, the one thing that I noticed the first time that I used this was it just gave, the coverage was just so beautiful. It was on the light to medium side, which when I remember it from many years ago, it was quite full coverage, whereas this gives a much sheerer coverage that can be built up over time. The staying power of this foundation is really quite incredible. It leaves the most gorgeous satin matte finish to the skin, which looks really natural. It's easy to blend out with your fingers or a standard classic foundation brush such as I'm using here. I think the thing that I just can't get over the texture. There's no visible smell to this product either, which pleases me quite a lot, because I hate fragrance and things because it irritates me and gives me headaches, and it's a nuisance to the skin anyway. But you can see that this is a coat of a single coat here, which I would equate to approximately half a pump of foundation. While there's still a little bit of redness here on the nose that needs to be covered, and a tiny bit here on the cheek, it looks like skin and it feels like skin. You don't feel like you've got a mask on with this. I'm just going to put a tiny touch more on just here where, you know, it's needed a little bit more. And you can absolutely not set it if you don't want to. You don't have to. It photographs really nicely, but it does have an SPF in, and there are problems with SPFs in foundation. Now, while it photographs nicely, there will always be exceptions to the rule, and if you're concerned about it, don't use a foundation that has an SPF in it. Now, you can leave it like this and you don't have to set it. I prefer to set things because it just adds to the longevity of a product. I just like to get a little bit of loose powder and a really soft brush, because I normally use a puff, but if you use a really soft brush, you can get away with it because it won't disrupt the foundation, and just a tiny amount of powder will fix this for the entire day. It's incredibly long wearing. It has the most beautiful finish. I think it's quite expensive at £12, but saying that, it is absolutely gorgeous. It's 30 mils of product. They should absolutely include a pump, because it's criminal when you don't get pumps with things, because you really should. You know, this is an expensive, I think, expensive foundation. I expect a pump with it. Listen up, NARS, naughty. But yeah, nothing negative to say about it whatsoever. All the formulations are absolutely beautiful. Those for oily skin, those for drier skin. The fact that it looks like skin, the fact that this is one of the few liquid foundations that I wouldn't wear it myself, but that I could wear without it looking really noticeable on the skin. It is one of the best drugstore foundations available. It's been an absolute favorite of a lot of people for many years, and it will continue to be so because it's just amazing. Thank you very much. Oh, just so we're clear, bought this myself. I'm not sponsored, not being paid, none of that stuff. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.